Hi students, welcome to my channel Chemistry Uploaded. Today I am going to teach you grade 10 portions for chapter 1 from science, chemical reactions and equations. In this session I am going to discuss how to balance the chemical reactions. Before balancing the chemical reactions, I am giving 3 tricks for you students. If you apply these 3 tricks, you can balance the chemical reactions or chemical equations in a very simple manner. So whatever may be the equations, you can apply these 3 tricks students. So let's discuss the tricks. Trick number 1, count the number of atoms on reactant side and product side students. Second trick, you have to balance the metal atom, non-metal and hydrogen and oxygen for the given equation. So trick number 1 is you have to count the number of each atoms on reactant side and product side. Second trick, for the given equation you have to balance first metal atom, then non-metal, then hydrogen and oxygen. Here one more thing is students, you have to balance the hydrogen and oxygen always finally. If you balance it first, metal atom or non-metal will not be balanced. So first you have to balance metal, non-metal, hydrogen and oxygen. This is the order students. Third trick, if both the sides number of atoms are not equal, then you have to multiply that compound by even number. So trick number 3 is very important students. If both the sides number of atoms or any one of the atom are not equal, then you have to multiply that given compound by even number. If it is not balanced by even number, then you have to apply odd number students. Rarely you have to use odd number students. So let's discuss with the examples. Example 1. So few examples I am discussing today. First example, carbon monoxide reacts with hydrogen, it gives methanol. Trick number 1 students, you have to count the number of atoms in reactant side and product side. So total atoms, reactant side, product side. What are the atoms involved in this equation? Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Reactant side 1 carbon, product side 1 carbon, and hydrogen reactant side 2, product side 4. Oxygen reactant side 1, product side also 1. So here carbon and oxygen are already balanced. Only you have to balance hydrogen. So here 2, here 4. So here we can't reduce 4, right? But we can increase 2 to 4. If you multiply this 2 by 2, you will get 4. Right students? Then both the sides number of hydrogen atoms are equal. You can apply here. Now CO plus H2 gives CH3OH, means only you have to multiply the hydrogen by 2. So here you multiply by 2 here. Now see students, now you have to count the number of atoms. Carbon 1, here also carbon 1. Here oxygen 1, here also oxygen 1. Here total 4 hydrogens, here also 3 plus 1, 4. So now this equation is balanced. Second equation, PbO plus C. Lead oxide reacts with carbon, it gives lead plus carbon dioxide. Here also same thing students. First trick number 1 apply. Here lead, carbon, oxygen. So first reactant side, product side. So lead in both the sides 1 1. Reactant side also 1, product side also 1. And carbon reactant side also 1, product side also 1. Oxygen reactant side 1, but product side 2. So easy students, everything is equal, only oxygen is different, means here 2 you will not reduce, but this 1 you can increase. If you multiply by 2, you will get 2 here. So multiply this oxygen by 2, reactant side oxygen. Where reactant side oxygen? Here. So first step, PbO plus C gives Pb plus CO2. So what I said, in reactant side you have to multiply oxygen by 2. So you have to multiply by 2 here. Okay, if you multiply here by 2 means, now this 2 is common for lead and oxygen. This coefficient is common for lead and oxygen. This 2 common for Pb and oxygen. That means 2 oxygen, 2 lead is there. So now oxygen is balanced. Here 2 oxygen means here also 2 oxygen, carbon, carbon. But lead is 2 here. But here only 1 lead. Now this one becomes 2 means here also you have to multiply by 2. Now here this side lead, only 1 lead is there. If you multiply by 2, now both the sides lead is equal. So now the equation is 2 PbO. Now the equation is 2 PbO plus C gives 2 Pb plus CO2. Now this is balanced equation, students. Next, example 3. H2 plus N2 gives NH3, ammonia. NH3 is ammonia. It is very important equation, students. So the name is ammonia. So trick number 1, you have to count the total number of atoms. Total atoms, reactant side, product side. What are the atoms involved? Hydrogen, nitrogen. Only 2 atoms. So hydrogen, reactant side 2. Nitrogen also reactant side 2. And product side, hydrogen 3, nitrogen 1. So both the atoms are not balanced, students. So here first you have to multiply, which is easy step, means here 2 to 3. So this is even number, this is odd number. So here 2, 1. So here you can convert this 1 by 2, right? So here this is highest one for nitrogen. These are first easy step is nitrogen you have to choose. Okay, in this nitrogen 2 you cannot reduce, but 1 you can increase. How will you increase? By multiplying by 2 you can increase this 1 by 2. You have to multiply here by 2. If you multiply means in which side it is multiplied? Product side. Then you have to multiply 2 in product side, students. So see now. Now H2 plus N2 gives NH3. Now I multiplied 2 nitrogen in product side. So you have to mention 2 here. Write 2 here. Once you multiply 2 here means once again you have to check. Now 2 nitrogen. And now hydrogen becomes 6. 2 into 3, 6. But here only 2. So how will you convert this 6 by? Now here 3 into 2 equal to 6. Now in product side 6. But reactant side only 2. How will you convert this 2 into 6? By multiplying by 3. So you have to multiply 3 here. Now this is balanced. Once again check, students. 3 2s are 6. So 2 3s are 6. And 2 nitrogen, here 2 nitrogen. Now this equation is balanced. Clear, students? Next. Equation number 4. Na plus O2 gives Na2O, sodium oxide. Total atoms here also same. Total atoms, reactant side, product side, sodium and oxygen. Reactant side 1 sodium, product side 2 sodium, and reactant side 2 oxygen, product side 1 oxygen. Both are opposite, students. So first, what I said, trick number 2, first you have to balance metal, then non-metal. So here for this equation, sodium is the metal, oxygen is non-metal. So first you have to balance metal. Here this 2 you cannot reduce, but this 1 you can increase. So if you multiply by 2, you will get 2 equal, right? So first step you write Na plus O2 gives Na2O, means first you have to multiply by 2. Okay, so now sodium is balanced, but oxygen is not balanced, students, right? But in product side you have to multiply by 2. So now sodium is balanced, oxygen is not balanced. How will you balance oxygen? If you multiply 2 in product side, then you will get 2. So now I am balancing oxygen in product side. Clear? Now you have to count the atoms once again. Now here 2 sodium atoms, but here see, students, 2 into 2, 4. Now it becomes 4. Instead of this 2, now product side sodium becomes 4. But oxygen 2. Here also 2 oxygen. Now sodium is not balanced. Here 4 are there, here 2. Now how will you change this 2? If you multiply this 2 by 2, you will get 4. Now 4 sodium reacts with 2 oxygen, you will get 2 molecules of Na2O. See now 2 Na2O, because oxygen is 2 here, so I am applying 2 here. Now 2 oxygen atoms, here 2 oxygen, but here 4 sodium atoms, so now I am multiplying by 4. Now this equation is balanced. So trick 2 over. So trick 3 I am using here. What is that? If any one of the atom is not balanced, that means sodium is not balanced. In trick number 2, oxygen is balanced, but sodium is not balanced. So now I am applying trick number 3 here. So any one of the atom, that is sodium, is not balanced, then you have to multiply that number by even. So now I am again multiplying by 2, I am getting 4. Now it is balanced. So I applied 3 tricks here, students. Next, equation 5. CH4 plus O2 gives CO2 plus H2O. Trick number 1, total number of atoms. Total atoms, reactant side, product side. What are the atoms, students? Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Reactant side, carbon 1. Product side also carbon 1. Reactant side hydrogen 4. Product side hydrogen 2. Reactant side oxygen 2. Here oxygen 3. Now carbon is balanced, 1 balanced. Hydrogen and oxygen is not balanced. So which is easy, means this hydrogen, because this 2 is multiplied by 2, it becomes 4. Now 4 means equal, balanced. So you have to balance hydrogen. Where you have to multiply? In product side. So in product side, multiply by 2. CH4 plus O2 gives CO2 plus H2O. So here multiply by 2. Now carbon balanced, hydrogen balanced. Now trick 2 is applied, students. Next, now count once again. Carbon 1 balanced. Hydrogen 4, here 4 balanced. But oxygen, count here. Here 2, here 2, totally 4. Now it becomes 4. In product side, it becomes 4 now. But in reactant side, 2. How will you convert this 2 into 4? Multiplying by 2. So 2 into 2. Now multiply by 2. So this is trick number 3, students. So now this is balanced equation. Clear, students? Next example, KBr, that is potassium bromide plus barium iodide, gives barium bromide BaBr2 plus potassium iodide. This is the equation, students. So now trick number 1, total number of atoms. Total atoms, reactant side, product side. So what are the atoms involved? Potassium. First write down the metals. So potassium and barium are metal here. Potassium, barium. Then iodide and bromine. So 4 elements are there. In the 2 elements are metals, 2 are non-metals. So trick number 1, count the number of atoms in both the sides. So first one, now I am counting the atoms, number of atoms. Here potassium 1, here also potassium 1. Reactant side 1, product side 1. Next barium, reactant side 1, product side also 1. Next iodine, reactant side 2, product side 1. Next bromine, reactant side 1, product side 2. So here according to the trick 1, now potassium and barium, that is metals, are balanced. Only non-metals are not balanced. So first you take iodine. So 2 in reactant side, 1 in product side. So you can't reduce this number, right? But you can increase this number. So multiply product side by 2. Multiply product side by 2. So now write down the equation. KBr plus BaI2 gives BaBr2 plus Ki. So now what is the second trick, students? Iodine is not balanced. So we balance the number of iodine atoms by 2 in product side. Now I am multiplying by 2 here, right? Now 2 iodine atoms, here also 2 iodine. But this 2 is common for potassium and iodine, not only for iodine. Now potassium also increased in product side. See, now potassium also increased. So 2 here. So now balance potassium. Product side 1, product side 2, reactant side 1. So on reactant side again you have to multiply by 2. So this also 2. Clear? So now potassium also balanced. Now 2 atoms are balanced. Potassium and iodine are balanced. Clear, students? Next, barium and bromine is left over. So barium, reactant side 1, product side also 1. So balanced. Next, bromine is left over. So bromine, now see, in reactant side, now it becomes 2, right? So now it is increased by 2. In product side also 2. Now this also balanced. Clear, students? So for this equation, first you have to count the atoms in reactant side and product side. So first you have to check. In first trick, potassium is equal, barium is equal, and only iodine and bromine are not equal. So first you take iodine. Here 2, here 1. If you multiply in product side by 2, then iodine will be equal, but potassium will increase. So here 2, here 1 means in reactant side you have to multiply by 2. Now potassium also balanced, iodine also balanced. Clear, students? So now out of 4 elements, 2 elements are balanced. Which is left over? Barium and bromine. Barium, reactant side 1, product side 1. But bromine, see here, after multiplication of this 2, now bromine also becomes 2. So here it is multiplied by 2. Already in product side 2 bromine are there. So now it is balanced. Clear? So this is the balanced equation of this equation. Balanced chemical equation. Next equation. equation number 7. H2S plus O2 gives H2O plus SO2. So this is the equation. Now total atoms, reactant side, product side. First sulfur, hydrogen, oxygen. Sulfur in reactant side 1, product side also 1, and hydrogen reactant side 2, product side 2, oxygen reactant side 2, product side 3. Sulfur balance, hydrogen balance, only oxygen you have to balance. See here, in this equation oxygen is not balanced, right? So you have to multiply the oxygen atom. So this is trick number 3. Here you have to apply. If any one of the atom is not balanced, then you have to multiply that compound by even number, right students? So now I am multiplying this water molecule. Okay, in this one, now I am going to increase it coefficient. Now I am multiplying 2 here. First one, H2S plus O2 gives H2O plus SO2, right students? So hydrogen and oxygen is hydrogen and sulfur is balanced, only oxygen is not balanced. So now I am multiplying this oxygen by 2. Now how many oxygen? Here 2, here 2. Now it becomes 4. Clear? But this 2 is common for hydrogen and oxygen students, right? So now 2 oxygens are there, but hydrogens 4 hydrogen. Now hydrogen also increased by 4. Here 4, here 2 means you have to multiply by 2 in reactant side. Multiply by 2. Then multiply here. Then put 2 here. Now 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4. Now hydrogen is balanced. Clear students? But this 2 is common for hydrogen as well as sulfur. So now in reactant side, sulfur is increased by 2. Then you have to increase it by in product side also. Then here you have to multiply by 2. So here multiply by 2. Now count the total atoms once again. So see now total atom of hydrogen 4. So 4 here. In product side also 2 2s are 4. So hydrogen now balanced. Next sulfur. 2 sulfur in reactant side and 2 sulfur in product side. Now sulfur is balanced. And oxygen. See here, only 2 oxygen in reactant side, but 2 and 2 2s are 4. Totally 6 atoms are there now, right? Now total number of oxygen atoms are 6 in reactant side, but in product side only 2. How will you convert this 2 to 6? Multiplying by 3. So now this equation is balanced. If you multiply by 3, you will get 6 equal to 6. So now I am writing the equation once again. H2S plus O2 gives H2O plus SO2. So now the balanced equation is 2H2S 3O2 gives 2H2O plus 2SO2. That's all students. So if you apply these 3 tricks, you can balance any equation in a simple manner. I hope so. How to balance the equations, you are thorough. Clear? If you practice these 3 tricks in any chemical equations, it will be very useful for you students. Practice it many times, otherwise you will not balance it easily. If you like this video, please click on like button, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.